How about now? Still nothing? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We got it figured out. Sorry. Um, I tried making some changes to my settings to pull off something for stream last night that wasn't going to work. So, welcome everybody. We'll try this intro again. My name is Ulf Gardir, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit different. One, I have shaved a little bit, so thank you, Pez. I will turn the music down, but we can keep the music up a little bit. Um, So yeah, shaved a bit with all the heat going around and me being working outside here, especially with a couple things coming up in the next few weeks. It just made sense. It'll come back. Don't worry. I'm not going to keep it this short. Um, but also we're playing something similar to usual, but not quite. So if you've been around watching my channel for a while, most of what you've probably seen has been Dead by Daylight. And if you don't know a ton about Dead by Daylight happenings and the developer, they announced earlier this year that they were going to be making a dating sim because the Dead by Daylight community is very thirsty for many of the characters. And at first I thought it was a joke, and it's not a joke. It is real, and that game was made available this week. So so we went ahead and I went ahead and got it, and we're going to play that today. We're going to see if we can manage to date some killers from the game without, getting killed. So with this game, there's references to violence uh, and sexual jokes and sort of things, but it doesn't show anything. So if you're okay with description but not visuals, this isn't a scary game. Hmm? That's true. At the very beginning, so my wife's birthday was this weekend, and she played a round of this beforehand, and so that I kind of knew what to expect for briefing you guys on what to expect. And right at the beginning, there is one kind of gross part, but just visually. But if you've watched Dead by Daylight, I don't think it's anything worse than anything in the base game. And after that, there really isn't anything. There aren't any big scares necessarily. It's goofy and quirky, and it's a cartoony dating sim. So that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be wild, but we're gonna see how it goes. We are also going to be joined by my wife, who is going to be on voice. So I'm going to real quick work on getting her in the channel so that you can hear her. Okay, let's test out some other audio settings. Can you hear me, hon?
I mean, I'm on your stream, so yeah, I can hear you. Give me a second to mute your stream.
Okay. So with this game, there is um, with this game. Hmm.
Yeah, your audio's not coming through my Discord.
Okay.
At least not consistently.
No, I had muted myself because I can hear myself, but I guess I can work with that. Um, or I suppose I can just turn the sound down.
You can mute your stream? Because that's what I did. I just muted your stream.
Fair. Okay. Sorry, we're gonna work on settings one more time. And
Or did you Discord me through your phone?
no.
Because you can't plug into your phone.
Yeah.
No.
Um, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh no, that's gonna affect how you guys hear it. Huh. Yeah, I'm not a very tech savvy person. Um, 'Cause yeah, normally I can't if I'm on a Discord call with other people. I wonder, is it maybe your microphone picking me up?
If you give me a second, I will put my mic up.
Okay.
I can't hear myself on your stream.
Really?
You've been talking to yourself this whole time.
Oh no. How about now?
I will have to talk again.
Yeah.
Okay, I could hear myself on the stream this time.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have to just be louder than the music, apparently.
Yeah. Which we can turn the music down in the settings here. Okay. So, if you're fortunately, our crowd isn't super big right now, so we can try and work out some of these tech issues. Can you still hear me okay, hun? Because I can no longer hear my... Hmm? In the stream. Okay, you can hear me in the stream, but not in Discord. So I think it might just be your microphone. Okay. All right, I think we got it now. So, yeah, this game is silly and there's no voicing in it, so it's going to be us doing a lot of reading. So bear with me. To embrace the absolute wackiness of this game, I was practicing some character voices while my wife was playing this yesterday and a little bit this morning to finish up her playthrough, and we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna do my best. Admittedly, although I love doing voices and accents for fun, I don't do it very often or practice them, so we're gonna see how this gets. I might end up better than when we start, so bear with me. Okay, but let's see. Yeah, I think that'll about do it. Let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we? So yeah, Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. This game is it is a time. There's a lot of sass to it, very much personality, even just to the narrator. Um, and it's ridiculous. It's exactly what you kind of expect Dead by Daylight would put out when they say they're going to make a dating sim. But there are four romanceable killers and a couple other characters from the game that you would recognize if you know it. So, what do we want to get called? Yes, thank you, Pez, for clarifying that for chat.
Obviously, you'd be called Ulf.
Well, right, yeah.
I'm gonna try to lean as far away from you as possible so that the mic doesn't catch your voice too.
Okay. I'll try and talk somewhat quietly.
You just project very well.
Yeah.
So, you'll have to tell for yourself whether you're catching yourself or not. Because I can't hear the echo.
Okay.
Who wants it? Who wants to take the narrator?
I mean, you can if you
I
want.
do.
Otherwise, I'll go for it.
I want to take it because they sass.
Do it.
You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the insides of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow. Really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really.
An eternity, if you catch my drift.
Whoa. Not now, Ocean. Sorry, Ulf. May I continue?
Please go on.
Okay, then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery.
This is the one part right at the beginning that is a little gross, but as a warning.
A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions racing through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank.
That's a mood.
Head empty, no thoughts. What will you do?
Run, close your eyes, dig up that face. I'm gonna dig up the face. Maybe we can find something out about where we are, why we're here.
You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Blech.
Yeah.
There is no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a single gold coin on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul.
Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're the take charge type. They got wings.
You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now?
I mean, I don't know what I'd spend it on, so that just seems like a silly thing to do, so I'm gonna say no thanks. No thanks.
Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I have been looking all over for it.
Mm,
Give me my money.
X,
Monetize.
X to doubt.
I'm gonna unionize.
You dropped it into a dead person's mouth.
Could you just give it back?
Mm, no, I don't think
It
I
was
will.
my birthday. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot.
Hello, Wilson.
When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice called out from behind you.
Little help, please.
You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground.
The Huntress.
Ow, wow!
The Wraith, if you don't quite recognize the style. The Spirit. And the Trapper. Ah, this game's ridiculous.
4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes.
Yeah, this game's gonna do that a lot.
Your heart begins to race, curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. No, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once, and you are completely paralyzed.
Hello?
There are weird days And then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though.
Yeah, they definitely knew that they were making this game for a very thirsty fan community.
What do you do?
Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, and say nothing, do nothing.
Say no thanks. Turn around, leave, walk back into the ocean. Return from whence you came.
Okay. I guess I'll just toss it back, I suppose.
You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the huntress's hands.
Not bad, stranger.
Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty. But that's okay. It's natural.
Uh,
I wasn't sure if you wanted me to keep my people.
at least of these four, sure. I guess for the
Okay.
most part, yeah.
Cha.
No, not that one.
I like that one.
I
It's
don't.
only in like 7 scenes.
It pains my soul.
Try hard much? Blah. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach.
I don't know if this is a private beach. Maybe it's a public beach.
Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away.
How many people are coming into this game not knowing Dead by Daylight and that these characters are straight up murderers? It's got to be an extreme minority.
But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction.
Don't be scared, Ulf. You were made for this. Alright, that's... Anytime you tell me you were made for this and I don't know who you are or what we're talking about, yeah.
Ocean Man. Well,
Hey, Rad, how's it
geez.
going? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I wanted to see what Rad said too. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up.
As I do. You derailed the... Gosh, give me a second, sorry. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit.
And I guess you are also a nitwit.
That's fair.
Look, it's best to just go with what the trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands.
Yeah, fair enough. He's probably the one who painted Wilson today.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is.
Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination?
That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something.
Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least, not yet. Oh yeah, not yet.
Hey, Ulf, you might want to, say something.
I'm not sure that's the best thing to do, but okay. Oh,
Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough.
oh no.
Right now, this group has some questions for you.
Hmm.
But be warned, answer quickly and answer well.
All right. All right, chat. I guess get prepared to judge me on choices I make for now and for the rest of the game, I guess.
Snap decision choices. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later.
I am very indecisive.
Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember.
I doubt it. How attractive would you say you are? I'd say average. I'm pretty average, I think.
Just another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle.
I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh. Invisibility, flight, super strength. Honestly, invisibility would be pretty cool.
You creep.
I was thinking more for like hunting. Because I'm very bad at hunting, but I would like to be better.
I was thinking more of like stealing food from a Krispy Kreme.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Same, although sometimes I think I already am.
My dude, you literally can be. I've played the other game.
What was your best subject in school?
Of these three, history, absolutely. History?
Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we always will, but still.
Fair enough. What's your favorite animal? A mustelid.
Mustelid.
I
Mustelid.
like dogs more than mustelids, though.
That's fair, but there's like bear cats and stuff.
That's true.
They smell like popcorn.
That would confuse me and distress me, honestly, I think. Uh, yeah. Also, I know what happens when you say mustelid.
The game
Uh,
roasts you.
yeah, the game says you just said that to, hoping it had an Easter egg or made you sound smart, right? You don't actually know what it is. Meanwhile, me and Pez be like, no, we know what that is. We know
Me.
animals.
Me constantly shouting at the game to get off my ass.
You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask.
What's your favorite color?
Blue, blood red, or 3-day-old corpse. Of these, honestly, I like red, I think. Red.
Wait, Wraith. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain.
All right, Edgelord.
What's your dream job?
Astronaut, nightclub promoter, honestly, not working at all sounds pretty cool.
I'm still so angry about how I answered this one because I didn't finish reading before I clicked.
If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? I mean, why am I streaming?
It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder.
Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damned millennials. All right,
What
Trapper.
millennia?
Yeah, right. Best flavor of ice cream.
Asking the real questions.
Horse flesh. I'm a vanilla person. My favorite flavor is pain. Same.
Same here. Mm. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. He looks like he's vanilla swirled with something.
Okay.
I'm not but an edgelord who doth desire to date you.
I'm trying to make some joke about pain-flavored ice cream, and the only thing I can think of is it must just taste like bread.
Ah,
Ba-dum-tsh.
I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, that reminds me. I am always right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. This is what I sound like as a spouse as well.
No. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices.
Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream?
I like vanilla more than mint chip. The best flavor is vanilla.
You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip was where it was at.
That's a completely subjective decision.
You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now, try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Don't do it. Don't give it.
The best flavor is vanilla.
A reveille. Not in my dating sim.
You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. I do. When I play the other game, I play a killer, and I end many people's games. Hey, look at that!
Game over.
Yeah, alright, I give up. Let's just go play something else. Alright, we're gonna try again. The game is nice about having a fast forward thing so we can skip all of that. Well, most of it. So that's just what we're gonna do. Average. I'm gonna try and remember to make the same choices except the ones that get me killed. Just in case they matter later on. History. A pupper dog. Blood red. Not working at all. Vanilla. Alright, fine. For the sake
Rebel
of
once. Wait, rebel once.
horse flesh. Okay. Same.
Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream?
Fine mint chip. So obedient. I'm not. I'm literally under threat of progression loss. I am compliant. That is not obedient.
Pez agreed instantly because she wished there was a mint chip option the first time.
Yeah, it was immediately seeing vanilla chocolate horse flesh and going, "Aw, but I like mint chip."
I think you're gonna do just fine.
All right, fair enough.
Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting you to know them.
I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith.
Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hi, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know?
Yeah.
Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society's carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part.
Okay.
Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened.
Yep. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean.
Wow. Grow up.
Grow a body.
I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it.
Whatever, fog body. It was determined when Pez was playing this. Fog body is honestly kind of a cool name. Like, imagine a D&D character that had fog body somewhere involved. Like, that's awesome.
That's not nice.
I just said it is. Oh, the way he used it. Yeah, you're right. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes.
Ew, really? That's disgusting.
That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it.
Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. That was the wrong person again. I do this all the time. They are the same person. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough.
If we're done playing, let's do something else instead.
Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead.
I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby.
We did determine that not only mansplain, B, he would pronounce yacht like yacht.
Yeah, not yacht. He knows that's wrong. So the other wrong way, and that is a hill he will die on, I'm sure. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power.
Wraith rolls his eyes.
Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness.
No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful.
Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group.
Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right there. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go?
So, what I imagine is our first conscious decision towards who we are going to try and pursue. And I've determined, as an homage to the fact that the Huntress is my favorite killer to play, we're gonna try and woo the Huntress first.
We love a strong woman.
It's true. I hate that I interrupted your game. You should finish it. Yay! I love to play outdoors. Also, I love to meet new people. This is my attempt at a Russian accent. She is a Russian character, canonically. Or at least, like Eastern Europe. I think actual Russia, but if not some other former Soviet state, I believe. I also love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly.
Hold on.
For just one moment.
This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we'll call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish.
I don't know if that was really dramatic, but okay.
None of the others survived. Ahem. Survived the interview process, I mean.
Oh.
Hence why we shall to refer to them as survivors with a capital S.
That's the only reason why.
These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps.
Also, I said it not on stream when Pez was playing this for the first time, and I'll say it again. Look at those shorts on Dwight. Like, good for him. Like, you got the legs, buddy. You fucking rock it. We will now escort you. I guess we will escort the group to the venue of your choosing.
However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised.
We don't have much autonomy around here.
The least you can do is allow us to do our jobs.
The most you could do is help us get off this
Dwight?
Yes. Pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey, narrator.
Yes? Something I can help you with?
Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape?
Escape them? Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. I think you're mistaken. No, no, no.
It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though.
Oh, right, that. Yeah, that's true. He was, but he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. There's much fancier accommodations than this island. You can see it right there. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that is this island, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all the money comes a lot of restrictions.
This sounds weird, but I'll allow it.
This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So, what'll it be? Have you changed your mind?
No. We're gonna play some freaking volleyball. Wow, it's so exciting to have someone else into athletics on the island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and Trapper is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of a person wants to be a sitting duck in the middle of the open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk.
Much as they are found in the ocean, you know.
Yes.
Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up the Nelk attack.
Yeah. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close.
She's really something, huh?
Elk don't swim.
Don't lie, Ulf.
Live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim, believe you me.
Swim in your blood.
Oh no. Oof. Cheer for me, cute stuff.
The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived. Hey, Fancy Lemonade. I see you're working up your side those bouncing bugs playing volleyball. Claudette hands you your lemonade. Oh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you want to bet on to win? Who's the MVP of your little heart?
Joke's on you, Claudette. I don't have a heart anymore.
I thought you were gonna say your heart's fucking massive.
Oh, no. It's gone.
You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them. Or not talking about them if they're into that sort of thing. Trapper.
Just pick someone, please. It's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who put the sand in that guy's shorts? Sheesh.
Not much sand would fit in that guy's shorts.
Right? It just flew right out. Okay, I think, I mean, naturally we gotta go for the Huntress. Huntress?
Oh, shoot. Huntress overheard you.
Aw, you got your eye on me. I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky you can barely see me at all.
Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on the island, right? Oh, geez. I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I, should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry.
Hmm, that doesn't seem right.
Junkyard. Wow, what a game!
It's a tie!
Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing it. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedules of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying?
Are you okay, Claudette?
Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened.
Oh.
Nothing. I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and are cooling down in their own way.
In their own way makes me nervous. Okay.
Spirit is reading a novel. Trapper is stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up, and Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet.
Trapper doesn't have a chainsaw in the game.
He's just
Suspicious.
doing chainsaw curls, though.
Is-
Doesn't need to be his chainsaw.
Okay.
You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you, expectantly.
You should really make a move. Life is short. You could get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem, carpe pum, carpe nauum. Go ahead. Chat one of them up. Oh, carpe PM. Got it. We were talking about time.
So, which killer has caught your eye? I wonder.
I wonder.
It's not like you haven't been making the same decision every choice.
Right? I'm just gonna piss off the other 3 and get killed before the end of the day.
You head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing.
You were really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that? Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing.
Huntress blushes a bit from beneath her mask. It's cute on cute if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains.
Fair. A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. Okay. I guess I've never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who's coming for you through the brush as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom.
Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand, you're gonna need to compensate for your lack of killer instinct. What's your style?
Um, I don't. Probably imagination. I like to imagine things. What I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. Mood. I can imagine the 2 of us, panting, sweating, our clothes torn. Alright, we're progressing very quickly. I'm with you. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff's rock wall as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure, I like rock climbing. Up to a cavern entrance, a dark cave, slick with dew shimmering in the moonlight. I'm back with you. A pack of wolves await us there. Friends, enemies, dinner. We look into each other's eyes, then back at the wolves, and together we all howl. Howl! Okay, alright. It sure sounds exciting. For those of you who don't know, Ulf literally just means wolf in old Scandinavian languages and new Scandinavian languages, I'm pretty sure. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it, I get it. Volleyball, not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. Oh no. I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court, Ulf.
Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air, and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you. She's handing it to you.
Oh. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner.
You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me.
Yeah, the narrator pretty much is Pez when it comes to sass. It's pretty fantastic.
Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on bottom, a target that you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible. Sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar and stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose.
Oh boy.
To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? If you hit repeat that, I'm going to drink all the vodka.
Oh, no, I want some too. So yeah, basically it's a skill check from Dead by Daylight. You want to get a great skill check. Ready?
Away we go. Show 'em what you got. Perfect.
I really wasn't sure if I'm trying to get the start of the axe head in there or get like center mass on it.
Perfect. Perfect.
I was not expecting to get most of these.
Perfect.
Holy nuts. I did not. Oh my goodness. Ah.
Orpho.
I guess it worked.
Huntress eyes you hungrily with a bite of her lip.
Wouldn't want a sharpshooter on my bad side. Or would I?
What does that even mean?
Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like stabbing a bit more up close and personal.
Somewhere, a loud horn blows, and the survivors snap into action.
Time's up!
You heard him. Get to the next activity.
Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint.
You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking.
Fair.
You arrive out the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting this time? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable.
Well, I can dream, Harold.
Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you.
There's no penetration with 3 inches.
Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain people either. Mood.
Yeah.
To start. No one wants to sit next to Trapper. Also mood.
Big fucking mood.
Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh, yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Well, they don't call him the expected stir. I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered.
Big mood. Alright, go for it. I don't know what voice I'd give him. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Cha, hey there. You're looking good, all for real good. I do have to start every single sentence with cha.
I regret this already, but I don't know what I would do for him.
It's either that or I go Valley Girl. And we literally can't let hunters and trappers sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side.
Fair. I mean, I could also see their legs being an issue below the table too, because they both got solid leg day evidence.
Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think this was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. You got that?
Mm.
You got that?
Seems like an
Mint
awfully
chip?
broad blanket statement in order to cover your ass later on, but okay, sure.
Sorry, what's your favorite ice cream
Fuck,
flavor?
fucking vanilla, and I will die on this hill. Because you can't,
Okay,
I don't
Dwight.
get game over from here now.
Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, and the rest of them sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms.
Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner.
Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit.
We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do.
Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating?
It's meat.
Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
My favorite. Meat is good.
Meat is murder. Which, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true.
Technically true is the best kind of true. I mean, it is a pretty good kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat.
Hey, Ulf, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not.
It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or like several parts of overlapping people, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, Survivor pudding is a thing, and I saw what was in the flan during the anniversary event, so yeah, that tracks.
I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button down prints, you know?
Fair.
When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some of the layers of meat.
Mm. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat?
This took 12 hours.
And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, 'cause I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obvs.
The hell it is.
Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please, stop. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye.
Broadaxe, get one today. Available for 3
Perfect.
installments of $49.99 and your eyes.
Perfect for chopping things in twain.
Get yours today before someone else does and gives it to you the bad way.
I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov.
Okay. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death.
Hey, Ulf, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner.
uh, alas, poor Felix. I also enjoy killing him in the other game.
Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight.
I'm still gonna stand by Broadaxe. Get one today.
Cleaver is literally made for meat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, out of weapons, maybe broadaxe, but like when it's coming to cut the meat, katana or cleaver.
Fine. Yeah, I guess you're right.
It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're all done, they'll take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools.
It is a very important thing to do.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to drop your toolbox and have it slowly degenerate because you're not taking care of it.
Right?
Despite being a bunch of cold-hearted killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus.
Are you not?
Nah, 'cause I'm vaccinated.
Fair enough. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold.
He hated when it got cold.
Alas, poor Felix.
Also, rad, on the topic of cha being needed to be said at the beginning of every sentence, every time I do Claudette's voice, I have to make a stupid hand motion.
Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh.
Minigames consist of 2 points, a pointer that rotates in a clockwise direction and a target that you're aiming for. Sometimes the target is covered until the pointer comes by. You want to land the pointer at the start of the target instead of the tail of the target to get a perfect. I read it a lot, okay?
Would you please repeat the instructions?
Oh, I'm gonna go get some vodka. My pleasure. The minigame consists of 2 parts. One pointer that rotates in the clockwise direction and a target on the bottom. You try to get it in the front of the target, not the tail end, to get a perfect. Sometimes the
I'm
target
sorry,
is
can you
covered
repeat
until the
that?
pointer comes back. I'm going to Alt F4 your game. I can do it. I can reach.
Ready.
You little shit. Not even gonna say away we go.
And away we go.
That's illegal. Slice.
Also illegal in some places. Oh no. Oh, it still counted.
Still counts.
Oh no. Not my best.
Wolf's better at this than I was.
Well, I play the game and do a lot of skill checks.
It's also, I feel like it might be harder using the mouse.
It might be. I'm used to using the keyboard for the other game, so that's just kind of what I went with.
That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb.
Fair.
Dinner is finally served. I told you. Ulf looked at me to see the stupid hand motion I do because I don't think he noticed before I mentioned it.
Nope, I hadn't. 100% did not. For real.
It's how I channel my inner sales or service voice, my customer service voice. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty.
Fair enough.
Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean,
Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
the ocean is trying to woo you.
It do that.
Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they were just trying to mash stuff through there.
I mean, the Huntress has her mouth.
It's really only Trapper.
Yeah. Spirit, why aren't you hungry?
The two best things about being dead is not having to eat.
That's only one thing.
Think about it, Ulf. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife.
Fair enough.
Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep the cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of problematic. So maybe she would just do a number 1.5 and it would just fall out early?
Like a skeleton drinking rum in like an old time cartoon.
Yeah.
Between the food and the behavior of the group, this night might be the worst meal in history.
No, it doesn't have peas.
We were just talking about poos, though.
Yeah.
But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that.
That's too fucking bad for them.
I think they want an explanation why. What do you have to tell them?
This is gross. I'm sorry. Look at that seagull. I apologize a lot. Let's go with I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry.
Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically, a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away.
Oh.
I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice. I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive.
Hmm. Oh, hey, it's me again.
Ocean Man.
Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean.
Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it.
I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. I mean, it sounds like you know. Can't you tell me? Like, wouldn't that? I guess that wouldn't be a very exciting game. Oh, there we go. No one can tell you. Not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully, you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse.
Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Says as who replayed the same scene 5 times and it was the end of a chapter.
Yeah. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. I'm not sure what that means. But the only one that truly matters can be learned if you answer the most important question.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Why are you here?
Can you tell I'm a really fun person to have in your D&D campaign by my my lovely interjections?
Why are you here? Answer that, and you will learn the truth. The ultimate truth.
Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling.
Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha.
Wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gently pouring cool water into your mouth.
Oh, good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's head open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me.
You feel nervous in her arms, not because they're maybe crushing you a little, but because she's,
Beautiful.
yes, beautiful. But I was just gonna narrate that fact, not say it out loud as a single word like some creep.
Haha, that's my secret, Cap. Beautiful mask. Your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nailed it.
Nice recovery. But now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up.
Fuck. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people?
Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flicking across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign.
It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right.
Even through the mask, you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous.
Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack?
She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good.
Mm,
There's nothing that says it is human.
That's
She's a good
true.
hunter.
She is.
It could be Felix. It could be Rabbit.
I'm gonna trust you, lady.
On a murderer's island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you are really hungry and can chow down on jerky sensually, right?
Clearly, narrator, you have never eaten jerky. I'd love some.
After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question.
I have regrets. Have you ever been in a relationship before?
Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, Wolf. That was some words that came out of my mouth.
It counts. And no, I don't play around. I'm a very serious human being who gets directly to the point, and I never get off focus with tangents or ADHD ramblings because I absolutely take my medications that work flawlessly and make me a functioning human being. There, I said it.
Yes, dear.
I, hmm.
Huntress takes a moment to think before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Wolf.
Going for the throat. Yeah, I mean, Rad, if you're wooing somebody named Huntress, going for the throat really seems the best option, you know? I mean, there's got to be some respect there, if nothing else. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it?
You hear the faintest giggle bubble out from behind the Huntress's mask.
You're so cute, Huntress. No, no, it doesn't count.
Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago who is definitely still alive and not at all dead.
Oh no.
Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip.
Hmm.
Seems like she's a little mixed up on how this particular item works.
Fair.
Should you go with the flow or show her some of your knowledge of advanced humaning?
Uh, hmm. I don't know. I feel like she would. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the flow. I feel like she's been doing it long enough.
Huntress is admittedly a little scary. Might be best not to correct her at this moment. What if she gets upset? You could probably kill you with nothing more than this clip itself wielded as a blade in her nimble fingers.
Props.
But honestly, would she even need the clip? Certainly her bare hand is enough to get the job done. You take a gulp thinking about how fragile your puny little neck is.
Rad. Deer have just the softest, saddest little eyes. I suppose from a low insight perspective, that could be confused as being provocative.
Sorry, the dog was doing things. Also, between the fainting, human jerky, and the probably dead girl's hair clip, you're feeling ready to get back to the group and have a lie down.
Something tells me if I go back to the group, a lie down is not what I'm going to be having. Good thinking. Wouldn't want that jerky to dry out. Oh no. I hate to break this to you, but never mind.
Aw, she took pity because jerky's already dry, and she wasn't going to woman-splain it to you.
Yeah, that was very nice of her.
Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island.
And I think on that fantastic cliffhanger, I'm going to take a second for a short wellness break. Just, I have been drinking fluids, so
Well, we might as well run 3 minutes of ads.
yeah, we'll run some ads for a bit, do a wellness break, and be back in just a little bit and see how long I can go without dying. Time will tell. And we're back. Alright, let's figure out what this new danger is popping up on this strange island. Oh, hey.
Only to find out that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, they're waving in the air above their heads.
Pork chop sandwiches! It's very important that we stick to the itinerary.
And attend each event as scheduled.
Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities.
That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late.
Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses.
Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting.
Go! 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 Go!
Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement.
We're not going to blame anyone in particular.
But someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, has been sticking to the schedule. Hasn't been sticking to the schedule.
That means that we're behind on time for evening activities.
And we'll only have time for one person to share a special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience.
You're not wrong. You're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who?
Oh, great. We're going to have to decide as a group? That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No muss, no fuss.
Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate.
Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out.
Been there before, even though it's taking pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once?
Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Muss and fuss are back on! You two do know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about.
Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us.
I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so...
Ulf, who do you think we should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please, pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath.
I wonder who I'm gonna pick.
Trapper.
I mean, I know the Huntress's story, but other people might not, so... Don't worry, I'm probably going to replay this at some point, so we can explore some of the other stuff. Because I know very little about Wraith, and really any of these three. I play Spirit, but I don't know her story super well. I choose you, Huntress!
Whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya?
No.
Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. I bet that's the look the deer gave her.
Probably. There is a village outside the deep and ominous red wood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men that ventured into ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed out into the village were something inhuman. The women of the town told the story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear into her domain, and not precocious child nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. Those who've seen her say she wears a mask of a hair stained with blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to a wall. That way, they'd be warm. That way, they'd be out of harm's way. Uh, I, I think the story is not going so well for the Huntress. One second. The Huntress would even bring the girls presents. Toys she'd pilfered from other bodies, masks she'd fashioned out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the Huntress had never learned how to care for a human child.
You see a tear creep down from underneath the huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing you've ever heard fills the air.
Oh boy. I don't think I can put this on the hold on one second, I want to check. Okay, yeah. I don't think I can do this to the tune, but I do know the tune of her lullaby that she hums when you play her. Uh, so I guess I'm just gonna read them because I can't do it well, but the tune is more or less. Sleep, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Our dog had to go to the vet hospital the other day because she hurt her knee pretty bad. She tore uh, her ACL and meniscus. So we kind of have to keep a close eye on her. She's not supposed to do a lot of moving, but so anything that's up, we're just kind of trying to be as attentive as we can. Um, but so Pez is dealing with the dog. There's a brief moment of silence, and you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. Slow clap and make a joke don't sound right. I know the tune. We'll join in singing. He'll snatch you up between his teeth if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep, beneath the quaking tree. Hunters can't believe you know this song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little woolly sheep, tucked so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. The song ends, and you are both met with silence around the campfire. I love that song. Bayushka, the old Soviet lullaby, right? It is the song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. But now I must go. The memories, they are so much. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. It is nice, isn't it? A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds, because Trickster shows up, and he's blaring his latest song.
Cha. Hey, baby. You look lonely. Mind if I join you?
Yeah, I absolutely fucking mind, you ass.
He doesn't wait for an answer. Cha, I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but if you want to hear something from a big fish like me, something those in charge of this island don't want you to hear, I am the ultimate catch on this island. Only lobster in an ocean full of sardines.
Hmm,
No one can give you what I can,
I'm
which is a
okay.
bunch of knives.
I'm okay with that, honestly.
You just have to find me.
No, I don't. You keep fucking finding me, and I don't want you to.
Come find me, baby.
See my previous rebuttal. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any more time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you liked my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Yeah, hell yeah, sign me up. Dipping in hot tubs with the Huntress? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. I don't want to, I feel like this would, saying, yeah, I got that, would be kind of a dick move, so let's go with, no way, how cool! That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress faux shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth, what did you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author such as the comedic mastermind Dostoevsky? It was a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, and end, riveted from the start. Plus, the woman in the forest, I mean, you, are clearly not a true villain. You're just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're being a suck-up. Huntress's eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. I'm not going. Chuckle awkwardly or call out her tired storytelling. On the one hand, I feel like. I think I chose poorly earlier when I was like, hey, I'm just going to not tell you that the hair clip shouldn't be used that way. So, like, if I had corrected her, I feel like that may have been the better answer. So, call out her tired storytelling might it's just it's phrased to be you're a dick. But chuckling awkwardly, I feel like she would also just be like offended by that. Uh, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna call her out on her tired storytelling, I guess. This is probably gonna end very badly. She may just end up killing me. That's a pretty tired storytelling trope. Okay, Huntress likes learning new things, but you don't have to be rude about it. Alright. Never insult a killer's storytelling talent. In a flash. Yeah, okay. Grabs a hatchet from her belt and hacks me to death. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. Talk about a story with a moral. Did you see that one coming, Aesop? Fair enough, fair enough. The Huntress's prey. I got an achievement for getting killed by my favorite killer. That tracks. Okay, good. We restart just here. No way. How cool. Okay, chuckle awkwardly.
You chuckled awkwardly at Huntress's statement of the obvious.
Why are you laughing?
Dead.
I can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love.
You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly despite your Stevie companionship.
It's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire pit and put me to bed, huh? We hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves you were about to unveil themselves. Is that a Huntress thing? Because she has the... I think it is. But it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Ulf? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. I'm not going to reenact that because there's no way I can do that even remotely well. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kind of hard to tell. Good night, my little snack. Aw, thanks. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. Man, I hope not. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress's story of the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children, an attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? I'm pretty sure I know which one of those it is. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Minigames! Okay, we know about minigames. Oh, this here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated, because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Fair enough. No, I'm ready to play. Pez isn't reading the instructions, so I won't have him repeat. Ready. And away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh boy, we really like the very bottom of the dial, so we'll go with 88. Oh, I missed. Let's see what's on this station. It's kind of chill, kind of mellow. I think we could listen a little more. At least one more. Let's see what's on this station. Alright, yeah, we can turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire?
I wonder.
Right? Trapper. No. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company.
Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's restless. Ba-da-da-da.
If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it.
You do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now, you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one's still undeniably odd.
And it's really just two. All the other voices are actually there. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying. I'm out here, you know. Okay.
You suddenly awake to see someone looming over you. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback.
Oh, hey, what?
Shh, shh. Clearly, she has noticed you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on that book. Shh. Seems like forever as she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake.
Yeah, I... Never mind.
I saw you with the Huntress right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident I even saw them over there. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. It's simply because the best reading light in the text of my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea.
Okay, I won't.
You and I are obviously mind our own business types, not phony look out for each other as an excuse just to be nosy types.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
But, well, since you're here, and I'm here, maybe we've got other things in common. Who knows? If we spent a little bit more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along. And by get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person.
I'd call that getting along.
Or not. Whatever. I don't even care. Bye.
I think she cares. Good night and sweet dreams to you too, I guess.
Finally alone. For real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned.
Oh, I guess time will tell.
Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't. Oh, geez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly into the camera.
Oh, yay. I think today really went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. Okay, Russian it is. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Or do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my Seraphan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down so easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill. And Trapper, oof, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Maybe, maybe. We'll see if we can't figure it out. Ah! That is a transition from the Huntress's inviting smile and embrace to this fucking guy. This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might just have to kill Dwight to feel anything again.
I'm not sure how I feel about Ulf. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate, so it's probably good for Ulf if they just keep ignoring me. On the other hand, there's something about them that could maybe work out for my plan, or for me.
Good save.
You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity, only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it.
Oh. I was not trying to exclude Spirit.
You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested.
I'm gonna press X to doubt. That's a lot of clouds in the sky. I mean, look at this.
Those aren't clouds.
Oh no.
You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream.
Hmm.
I wouldn't rule out nightmare just yet, though.
Yeah.
At least they make for a sexy bunch, no?
I mean, some of them aren't exactly what I'm into, but I'm sure they are for other people.
And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Cha, morning beautiful. I thought you might like a good nice cup of joe to start off this incredible day, right?
Hmm. Yeah, that's not okay.
Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though.
Hmm.
Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Cha, I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one.
Okay. Okay. Um, we are gonna take one more break, just so that I can take the dog out. So, we'll go ahead and put on. Um, we'll go ahead and put on the slideshow for you, so you can stare at goats while I am taking care of the puppy dog. But we'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay. We are back to see. Oh, if once I get back in my seat. Okay, we're back to see how this coffee from the trickster goes.
I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it.
Oh, not such a shame.
Budgeting issues.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I am swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, at least he brought me a cup of...
Wait, no, don't drink that.
What the hell was that?
They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning.
Fair enough.
That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet.
Interesting.
This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place where you give a 5 of 5, 10 of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not eternal prison of pain.
Uh-huh.
And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on?
Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand?
This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment.
Okay.
I need no recognition. For I am the ocean, I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance.
Fine. Go ahead.
Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 of 5, 10 of 10, 2 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into.
You know what? The ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are these small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them.
Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good?
You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago.
They always do this on the second morning.
Sad, really.
Even if they do make some great points.
Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree.
Can we please move on?
Yes, of course. Apologies, Ulf.
The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response.
And we're so glad you're not suspicious.
Hey, Claudette, maybe Ulf isn't suspicious because they've figured out what they're actually doing here?
Zero chance. They're still clicking, even right now, to see how you'll respond.
We waited on this screen to see if anything happened if you don't click. I was kind of hoping there was. Maybe there is. We didn't wait forever, but nothing happened after a minute or two,
We
unfortunately.
didn't wait very long, yeah.
Hey, look at that! Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Ulf. We're so happy to hear you having fun. I am having fun. Oh, I didn't say I was having fun. Nope, I said nothing.
We're all having fun, Ulf.
Do you hear us? We're all having fun!
We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say any negative things about this place.
Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? I mean, that seems a little sus. Sure. I'm afraid I'll get a game over and have to go through all of this if I say no. Yes, I
But
would.
what's a stream for if not for the content?
Heck, you right. Well, it's too late now. We'll have to do that the next playthrough. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Ulf, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect!
Delightful.
Excellent.
Yes. Yes. Hey, Ulf, it's still totally cool if you want to have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing.
Breakfast.
Ocean Man. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining these beach pods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake.
Unfortunate.
You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day. A beautiful and mysterious island. Island.
Is land. Is land.
It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I was not.
I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is.
Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings.
I feel a stirring inside my animal heart, something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill, but softer, warmer.
Sounds like it could be love, or maybe just indigestion from all the raw beef she had last night.
I
There
don't
was beef?
I don't think there was beef.
Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast, too. And just like that, here comes Spirit.
I'm sensing a theme.
If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best non-constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so.
Fair enough.
I'm guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. I'm glad the introduction to Ulf to our island paradise, and yeah, that was in quotations, didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions.
I'm asking a question too. It's when will Wraith shut up?
And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel?
Uh, I think I need to process everything myself. I'll see you all soon.
Damn, what a power play. Keep him wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it.
Man, I wanted pancakes.
You'll sustain yourself off of lemonade and possibly human jerky.
Apparently.
After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention.
You hear that?
Who are you addressing? Me?
Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these four fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm really getting to know the most is you, narrator.
It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you have lost your mind, seeing as how I'm not real at all.
Oh, no, I lost my mind a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed.
No, no, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh, yep, that's it. Yes.
How does that feel?
Intense.
Nice.
Yep, that feels right.
This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Just like that?
Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything.
Oh, wow. Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can, buy some?
Damn it!
Ah, come on. A little privacy, please.
Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes.
Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you, well, you know.
No, what? What did you think we were doing?
You were doing, I don't know what you were doing, but it sounded like, uh, fun.
You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own deaths permanent is fun? Oops.
We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected.
I've come to believe the key to finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there?
Fair enough.
Makes sense to me.
Yep.
Did you actually think we were me and him and Dwight?
You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now.
Let's go, lover boy. I noted all of our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Ulf. You're going to need it.
And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how.
That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy.
Hate that. Hmm.
Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're headed to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving some true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool.
Alright.
Today, you're on a date with you.
Ah.
Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. would make the first move.
And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree, bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's Cha. Hey, babe.
Fuck.
Breakfast was weird, huh? Everybody just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. Seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right.
I want the worst hand possible.
I could give you a private show.
No, thank you.
Catch you around.
Please don't. Please drop me around. His abs are pretty amazing, intense. You gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening, but yeah, it is kind of adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design.
He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds.
Too bad.
Okay, now that guy is gone, we've got some ground rules established we are definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone.
It's a mood.
Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy.
Yeah. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there.
Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry, floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on the island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress.
Yep, I'm ready.
You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly... Before you can decide if you want to go off with her, Trapper interjects.
You ass. I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you've ever wanted? Well, what if that is everything I've ever wanted, Trapper? You absolute inconsiderate fuck.
Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on a date today, and you can only go on one date today, and also you don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing.
I'm pretty sure Huntress would protect me from this dude.
It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
I do like lemonade.
And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along.
I don't like the lemonade anymore.
Sorry, this island's really got me tilted. So, who will it be?
I wonder who it will
Obviously,
be.
Trapper.
Yeah. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee!
You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look up, thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't this a fun mix to the sexy and horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across the thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived, a cabin in the woods, obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. And you've come here, willingly, with a fearsome killer. Good job.
I mean,
overall I didn't come here willingly, but
The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Hunter stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side, as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway.
Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? No. Oh,
Is it just me or did Hunter seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the fang, but hey, I don't judge.
some people juggle geese. Come in, let's explore.
Followed her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm.
I mean, from what I see, I like it. You're quite the decorator.
She blushes. Indeed, she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel.
Nice.
Something tells you that the people who once owned this thing are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim?
Oh yeah, absolutely I could.
The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again.
What do you think of my collection? I'm more of a minimalist. I could learn to like this. It's so much. I. Those are all phrased in ways that could be bad. Damn you, game. I'm definitely not a minimalist. I could learn to like this.
That implies you don't like it currently.
Right, and it's so much also sounds like it could be considered bad. I'm gonna go with that, though. It's so much. Oh no. Oh no. They've been fairly literal most of the time, and now you game. Are you a hoarder? Why do you need so many watches and umbrellas? Are those someone's reading glasses? They probably missed them. And keys. Goodness, the keys. It's a bit much, isn't it?
Huntress lights up. She's excited that you know what all these random things are called.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
He's got dingle hoppers.
I so very badly want to know why humans carry around so many peculiar accoutrements. It is a bit much, which means I've got plenty to share. Here, take this. It's a... okay.
Sorry, I was distracted. She gives you one of her precious shiny objects to keep. No one's gonna talk about how Huntress doesn't know what a key is, but she does know the word accoutrement.
I thought it.
Okay. Moving on then.
Yeah, absolutely thought it. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot.
A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Ulf? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges.
I was once already. Why? Are you jealous?
Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in...
Oh!
Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invades through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin.
Alright then.
They race at you in Huntress and swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do?
I'm gonna grab the butter. A Shashka. Shielding Huntress might be a good thing. Oh, no, I don't think it is. One, she can take care of her own self. But two, I think shielding her is how her mother died. And I feel like that could be a good thing, but
You don't wanna get
probably a
skewered
bad
on-
thing.
Don't want to get skewered on some killer crab claws?
Not really. So I'm gonna grab a Shashka. If I remember right, that is a type of Russian sword.
You reach out and quickly grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a shashka is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something else like that.
I mean, I don't know about my education, but that's definitely more just, being a history and reenactor nerd.
Back to back with the huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans.
Hell yeah.
You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to look at you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Hunter sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of whatever she's wiping off.
It is obligatory. They all do it after they hit a survivor. Looks like we're having crab for dinner.
She doesn't smile at your joke, and she has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch.
Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Of course. Maybe one day with the right person. No way, not for me. No, we're gonna go, of course. I love kids. Would love to be a parent one day.
Huntress smiles.
I loved my dear mother so much. I can't wait to have that sort of special relationship with my daughter one day. Teach her everything I know. And I won't be killed by some horrible elk. What were you like as a kid?
You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest.
There's absolutely still an axe.
Huntress chuckles, her laugh cute and soft.
I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me stories, and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods. Somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive. Like, thirst traps galore. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us?
Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head, nightmares, visions of dark clouds, Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate her theory or try to push her off.
Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we are all serving some greater purpose here.
Huntress reveals a strange object she stole from the stage near where Trickster performs. It has a strange symbol on it.
Oh.
Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt.
We have a dramatic announcement.
But it needs to happen back at the beach.
Okay.
You're all gonna die. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement at all.
Fuck.
What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry.
It's true. Exactly like that voice we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says.
We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny.
Watch me. Oh, good gracious.
Flat Newman. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life.
Mm-mm. Oddly enough, the color scheme does coincide with Flat Newman.
Also, was he holding his breath under there this whole time, waiting for his cue? That's commitment to the bit if I ever saw it.
I really just want to replay and get to this exact point and just make him hold it for forever. I'm sure nothing will happen, but it will amuse me.
Heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get in there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that's half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside.
Okay.
Wow, Trapper is the real deal, and by real I do mean really, and by deal I mean evil.
All right. If that's how that translates, absolutely.
Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh?
As if. That life isn't for me, bruh.
I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool.
Thank you.
This guy is a total douche nozzle, try hard much. He's like the turn off of this. He's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of Wall Street Bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh, shit, he is.
That tracks. Give in to anger. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me.
You run back to the huge arms of the huntress. She hugs you tight, so tight you think you feel the life leave your body for just a moment. But it hurts so good.
You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their totally honest opinion, even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? That's not what I meant by clean up after you, but I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home.
Trapper leaves you, and you turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. You just gonna stay in there all night?
Shall we continue our date?
Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest has changed completely. Nothing's familiar. Better not get lost out here.
Can you believe that guy? Classic trapper pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet.
She winks a bunny mask-eyed and scoops you onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair, animals clearing a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by like the lead from that famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress does not call you that.
I don't know what that's a reference to, and I'm okay with
It's a
that.
Twilight reference.
Oh. Whee!
Eventually, she gently lowers you onto the ground and you take in your surroundings, a wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances around like a deer in a meadow.
I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they are so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce.
Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off.
Unfortunate.
A mellifluous? Mellifluous? Mellifluous sounds fine.
Maleficent?
Voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrupy honey.
Come find me. All right.
Don't you dare make me repeat any instructions ever again in my life.
All right, we got one. Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Damn.
Not bad.
These ones are a lot harder.
Not bad.
Tag.
You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high fives you. You trying to date this young lady, or you just gonna bro down all day?
Yeah, shut it. I did my best. You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something.
Hey, they do say that.
But she doesn't know what a key is called. That was fun, huh? I just keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. Like what?
What if we let our pants down?
Whoosh. Totally. I feel like totally would probably be like a just like yeah, I'm blindly agreeing. I'm patronizingly agreeing with you. Like what seems like it would take an interest. So we'll go with that. Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods, little perfect angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying.
That got dark. But you feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Oh, look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we are here for a good reason this time.
Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub.
What a fun day you've been having. I can see
Yeah.
it written all over your
Yeah.
You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not.
No, no, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets.
That's good. There's a lot of them.
But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including the trickster.
Mm.
Wraith is there too. Wraith was also there. We're not going to do the gag where they all cram on the screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're all just as sexy and demented as you remember them.
Fair enough.
With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing.
Oh, well, at least it's mutual.
Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised that you are the. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday.
Yeah.
However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little bit more to be a part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail.
That's fair. Shrimp cocktail is delicious.
I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into haunted synchronized dance, and I'm still working out how they did it. Is that a Beetlejuice reference?
I don't know. It's just, I think shrimp cocktail and I think of The Good Place. The jumbo shrimp flying through the sky. You mean beetle
Oh, stop them from saying it.
beetle shrimp? The most rare and delicious type of shrimp? Beetle shrimp? Is this some new species? Because I've hunted many beetle and many shrimp, and I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forgets. Also, something to do with dancing? I wasn't going to say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say, Achoo! Excuse you, Ulf. Now, you were saying, Trapper?
You've all done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a little late for that. And then a giant osprey swooped down and dropped a severed head on the table, distracting everyone.
Trapper! Hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. Okay. So we're probably gonna see another severed head.
What? This time I'm being honest.
Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. You've got to be careful about which cultural references we get mixed up with this, is all.
Fair enough. Dinner will be served shortly, which, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day.
Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and that could affect your standing with the group.
Hmm.
Okay, but just don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option.
Brush with death or joke about having kids. Having kids is not a thing to joke about much, so probably the brush with death. We had a lot of fun stabbing crabs. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress's secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sounds of crunching crustaceans. That would never have happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. Ew. I have a little comb for the other kind. Blech.
Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise.
Okay.
Bon appetit?
Don't you mean Bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables.
Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as you pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants?
Thank you. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here.
For us, just for doing our jobs?
Thank you kindly.
If everyone would be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything.
Ooh. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did I have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did.
Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth.
Fire illuminates the soul.
I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because childhood trauma involving fire.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign.
Probably not. Hmm.
Oh, cool. And now everyone's looking at you. So, do something.
Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or we could play charades? Boggle?
Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story?
Hmm.
Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of the way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers.
Probably. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you.
Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if they're warm from the fire, or if your nerves are heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we could start to pretend it's not here, and doesn't threatened to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Alva's just about to make an important decision about telling a story or not.
Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. Ah, fuck.
Ah, I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell?
I mean, adventure versus action or romance. I mean, we had a pretty adventurous day. Let's go with an adventure.
Adventure is out there.
All right, you guys like your Dwayne the Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. Fuck.
It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith. Just nod politely.
Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby, great foundation for a story, to be sure.
You pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath. No pun intended.
It was intended.
Oh, wait. That's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. Are you sure that's all you have to say?
Nah, I'm kidding. No, I was just kidding.
So, what type of story do you want to tell?
Action?
Not personal?
Mm, no, we're gonna warm up to personal. Maybe it'll let me pick again, and then I'll take personal. Here's an action-packed yarn for you lot. The time I got into a bar fight.
The group is interested. They lean in.
I'm all ears, and I'm not talking about the bucket of them I have on my boat.
You crack open a beer by smashing the bottle cap off on the nearest rock before starting.
Man, I wish I could do that. That would be so cool. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up with my regular 12 beers before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good. Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filling to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. The patrons cheer for me. I am their god. Suddenly, I hear the telltale revving of engines outside. Motorcycles. The saloon doors swing open.
Wait, it's a saloon now?
And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. He sounds sexy. Thought I smelled something acrid from Akron when I hopped off the hog, Slim says with a sneer. God, I would not write this. I get up from my stool, the gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, aren't we, Slim? What are the fine people of Elm Street going to do without someone to sell them someone's second-hand cufflinks tonight? I taunt him. He strokes his oily beard.
This story has a lot of specific geographic references in it.
It does, doesn't it? I have a perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Slim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't even remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic, but it was a misunderstanding, Slim yells. Well then, let's hug it out, I say, tears starting to well in my eyes, and we made up. What about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got into a real blowout fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off, but it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. Come on!
I gave up headlining at Coachella for this.
Absolutely worth it to waste the trickster's time.
Spirit laughs hysterically, probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh and you're ready to accept. That sure was a kind of a story, technically. Okay, that was not very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but that was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just sit there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining.
Well, naturally, we gotta hear what other stories the Huntress knows, because we're leaning into this pretty hard. Huntress, you seem raring to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture.
I'll paint a picture if you want.
The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the women, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow.
Hot, I'm invested.
They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in the clearing next to the water. They turned on him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night, and the man grew weary, but when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. "Help! I cannot stop dancing!" he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him, and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin the color of algae, a rusalka, her true self. "You'll never stop dancing," she screeched at him. "My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment." The man cried out, "But it wasn't me." "Someone must pay," the rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out. The dance of death.
A silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending.
But it's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb, and probably some candy for the road.
Damn, she really thinks that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having.
How was story time? A lot of people like to take potshots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up.
When you think that it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. Why, I'm much more of a fan of episodic style storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment, and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator.
Tell me, Ulf, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be?
Don't answer that, we actually don't care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of our evening.
God forbid I get my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment.
I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know, that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen.
Okay, okay. You have fun tonight, but try not to, wink wink, end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing?
Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with a double-digit kill count, right?
Only double digits? Those are rookie numbers. We're gonna have to pump those up. Well, except for Spirit, she doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed.
Did I hear somebody trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes?
Please, enough talk of burns and things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me.
On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to some place more secluded Ulf is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Yeah, I have. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Because in the game, she is so slow. Oh, that's wonderful. Very tall, but very slow. Apparently, it's a choice.
Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other. Sorry. So that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore.
I wonder what, if you pursuing the spirit, she's really like. Because that just all seems like it's trying so hard. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me?
Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment.
Hmm.
If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you might not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close.
I'm not trying to date around right now on Murderous Island. I know what I'm about.
And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken.
Fair.
Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy.
Big mood. Huntress? You know, I had the feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Aw, thanks.
Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into?
We'll find out, I guess. Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you into something special. Um,
You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar. When you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and crafts supplies. And are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out.
I mean, I used to be a taxidermist, so I'm not freaking out in the way the game expects me to.
You wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap.
Yeah. Something on your mind?
She smiles.
Drink this. Oh,
Hey, that's on the main screen.
it is.
Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail, if one were to drug you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on. These flavors would certainly hide the poison. You look around, consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy, and the conclusion is
Bombs away.
you pound the drink. It's quite nice.
I've been thinking about making you a present, a mask. Would you be into that? Yeah, of
Hell
course.
yeah.
I've always admired yours. She has some really cool masks, not just the rabbit one, if you check out the other game. What would you like? And it can't be a dog, even though I know you like them. There was this ex, they were really into Dobermans, like too into them. It's a long story. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I asked you if you'd been in a relationship before, and you said no.
She didn't say X what?
That's... How many...
Ex partner, ex friend,
I suppose.
ex victim.
A rabbit mask, an anglerfish mask, or a fluffy cat.
Fluffy cat.
I mean, I like rabbits. I guess she does have a rabbit mask, though. I don't really want an anglerfish. That would be a terrible mask.
Cat mask is what her mom gave her originally, I'm pretty sure.
Was it? Okay.
I think so. Because she made the rabbit one herself. I think her mom gave her a cat one, which is like why the babushka cat I think is so small on her. Maybe
Oh.
I don't know for sure.
Well, we'll go with the cat just to be safe.
It's been a while since I've read her story.
Yeah, me too. Just like the fluffiest white cat mask. Like marshmallow level fluff. You can barely make out any features.
What the fuck?
No. What the fuck? Meow.
Sorry. I'm sorry I
Pez.
encouraged that choice.
Okay, I guess I asked. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone in my skimpy pajamas.
Huntress winks at you.
Should we just like get out of here? This deserves a celebration. Okay. um, I'd say a celebration. No, we don't want to be too forward. This deserves a celebration.
You thump your fist on the table like you're in some old-timey movie about horny Vikings or surly Russian ice farmers.
Game, why you come at me like this? More drinks, drinks for all my friends. Whoa, okay, slow it down. I don't even have that kind of energy today. Let's do something a little bit more relaxing.
Huntress, you've got a lot of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us what you're passionate about?
Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors? Maybe just a thought. Making more masks? Or wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in.
It's another round of Be Careful What You Wish For on Murderer's Island. Dwight, I need your help.
Doing something in a different place entirely?
You've read my mind. Meet you there.
I'm talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms. I've picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you two mushrooms. You point at the one that's safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. I'm not good at this. I mean, I would think this one, but I don't know mushrooms. Oops, that little fella's an autumn skullcap, and after eating one, if the diarrhea doesn't kill you, the liver failure probably will. Next up, this one is very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Correct! Hey, that's a chanterelle. It sounds fancy and it tastes fancy too. Just like a certain someone I know, I bet. Nom 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 nom. Final question. Which will make you jump for joy and which will make you vomit until you die?
Pretty sure the one on the left might be an angel of death.
Yeah, I was thinking this one. Correct. That's green cracking Ursula. Sure, it might look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green cap. Not everything is exactly as it appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Alright, let's see here. Tabulating your answers, and not great. Oh no. Not all wrong, but it only takes one poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you'll just need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly in your mouth. I'm good with that. Yeah, 100% I'll do that.
Huntress claps her hands giddily.
I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you'd spend time with a forest bumpkin such as myself.
They are hot, aren't they?
I mean, we're gonna go with Bumpkin. Bumpkin, you're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Oh.
Huntress leaps on you, knife to your throat.
Oh no. Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. I'll demean myself if I want to.
She's angry, but also turned on? This is pretty hot.
Yeah.
We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical.
Exactly what the voice said.
I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me.
Hmm. Evidence points to not.
I mean, Dwight's a bit of a special cookie. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's because it was. Oi. Feels like you've been here a lot longer than that, actually.
It does. Yeah, it does.
It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise, whether or not. Bleh, sorry, I don't know where any of those words came from. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you, can get some beauty rest. Whether or not you get this over quickly. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom.
I mean, I'm a forever DM. I have fun with it.
Good thing you're really you've really used your time well since then.
I've tried. Thank you for noticing.
Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, and the psychotic bunny girl.
There we go.
You know, the 4 types of people.
Yeah, that pretty much covers them.
And trickster.
I've been actively avoiding getting to know him.
Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Ulf chooses.
Ooh. Who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress.
Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow.
In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book.
It's funny because the order does matter.
100%.
Stop talking.
Hit a Spirit.
Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew.
That's it?
If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with the Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them.
Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Sorry, anyway, Wraith?
Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to tell Elf privately.
I got you, Pez.
I had to, it was relevant.
It was, yeah. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics.
What if you just whisper it to Ulf? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island.
Oh. Now, you should lead with that, buddy.
And then, maybe then, we can go on a real date.
Maybe. You done? Is that it?
Wraith nods, proud. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative by Dead by Daylight dating experience?
Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Ulf, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much.
I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it, and if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht.
Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here?
Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone.
What was that?
Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll just have to pick me and find out. Let me tell ya, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already you're going to pick me. Yeah, you got me.
Confident, mysterious. I like it.
Mood.
And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose one in the morning.
Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn.
Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something?
Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do.
No reality surviving dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychotic break.
And giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it?
Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them.
I can't read. Welcome to Murderer's Island.
And now it's time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, that's like butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you even dare to try?
You mean... That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why?
Because it's dramatic?
Oh, yeah. Because it's surprising?
Because it's a classic reversal of fate?
And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous.
What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him.
Yeah.
That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats. And I hear she can disappear. Hard to track.
Yeah.
Eek, if you're getting rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Huntress.
What? Yeah, what? Oh, how badly would I just throw a wrench in the game if you spend all your time getting close to one person and then eliminate them? Oh man, no, I hate the Trapper. This was very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You are eliminated.
That's fair. Honestly, though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you, which I was totally going to do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though. Out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow.
Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should get some shut-eye.
And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind.
Because, of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Ulf when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again.
That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with...
God damn it. their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you either. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested.
Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Ulf. You're my hero for what you've accomplished.
I've accomplished so very little.
How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by.
Oh, but I've got one who will protect me.
How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow?
I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule.
Yeah.
Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know that was this kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off.
I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change.
I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention.
Fair.
Ulf? Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer.
Alright, Edgelord.
I don't handle rejection well. At least, I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting, and I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off.
Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about a thing signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? No.
Oh, okay.
What? No. You're not part of this. You don't get a confessional.
God, you're the worst.
Ha, it's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine, in my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing this new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing all these private gigs over on IP Island.
You are literally the worst.
My dudes, you gotta check it out. IP Island. It's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking about your favorite established characters from all over pop culture. They can't be seen on this island. Hell, you know. You probably can't even mention them. Like Ghostface. Don't say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Ulf. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know.
You do?
Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people.
Is it my turn?
What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair?
What's a chair?
The thing, you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew.
Okay, rude.
Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in.
Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom.
Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left.
It's okay. Never mind.
Never mind? What does that even mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and want to sit down somewhere.
This chair is wet.
Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it.
What a phrase.
How is that possible? You know what? I don't. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves.
I've got something to confess.
Oh, great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once?
Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt.
Okay. Let's get you to bed, buddy.
I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up.
Yikes. Huh? That was a weird way to end. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone here is their shot to annoy me tonight, so let's hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy.
Ah, yeah. Okay. I think with that going before the start of the next day, we're gonna go ahead and call this excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and call the stream there. We've been at it for a little while, and we'll just have to see how our time with the Huntress goes in the next stream. I'm not sure exactly when that's gonna be. Um, I am looking at trying to solidify Tuesday as a pretty regular stream day for the channel. Um, but I mean, not this upcoming week because my Tuesday actually isn't very free. But going forward, that is kind of the plan that I'm shooting for. So I will keep you posted if you're watching this on a VOD or maybe if you catch it on my YouTube channel. You can absolutely come check in to see when we're going to finish up, which I will put on my Facebook page. Both my YouTube and my Facebook are the same name. It's just Ulfgarður TTV. So you can go there to catch up on any of my other previous broadcasts and games we've played to refresh yourself on some of the Dead by Daylight lore and content that we've established before coming in here. And yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, and we'll see you in the next